I'm Miranda Rake.
And I'm Sarah Wheeler, and this is The Mother of It All, where we take on motherhood through the lens of culture and culture through the lens of motherhood.
Since we're talking about the holidays, it's appropriate that we're gathering together today.
Oh, okay.
That was a reach.
So
We have a red sweater on too.
Oh yeah,
too.
I'm ready. I'm ready. So Meaghan,
There we
I
go.
didn't introduce. What is your feeling? Okay, well, so people who don't know, Meaghan O'Connell is
We're so
an
bad.
amazing writer and
Oh.
has written a book about being a mom and other things, and also is someone that Sarah and I know because she edited us both.
She's
We
the
wrote for
reason.
Romper.
She's the reason we met.
Yes.
Without Meaghan, there would be no Mother of It All.
Yeah.
So if we butterfly affected
Yes.
back in time,
Yeah.
we would come back into the future. No Meaghan, no podcast.
That's right. So if you
And then
don't
she
like,
wouldn't be on the podcast
Yeah.
because she would still exist, but we wouldn't. I don't know how. I haven't seen the movie in a long time.
if you don't like our work,
Complain to Meaghan.
the reason that our words are out in the world is Meaghan. So welcome,
That's a
Meaghan.
bit much. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming. So we're here today to talk about Elf on a Shelf.
Miranda's favorite topic. How long have you been?
So-
Wait, just tell the people how long you've been scheming about this episode. Is it?
I think since day one.
Yeah.
I think I was like, so when I started writing for Romper, I
Okay.
didn't really know about Elf on a Shelf. My kids were
Wait,
pretty
really?
little. Yeah, I mean, it was pandemic
Okay, yeah.
and my kids were really little. So I had been shielded from Elf on a Shelf by a global pandemic. And then I started getting assignments, which were like all about Elf on a Shelf. I think we published like, I don't know, 200 articles about Elf on a Shelf between like October 15th and December 1st. And it was like an education, it was really a lot. And it was like 27 lazy mom Elf on a Shelf ideas. And
Wow, there's a lot to unpack
And
in that
there's
headline.
no such thing as a lazy mom.
Right?
Elf on a Shelf.
but we couldn't take out lazy mom Elf on a Shelf because that's what people Googled.
Oh
This
God.
is like SEO
Gotta
up
have
Mhm,
lazy mom in the headline. And I was like, I mean, I definitely opened the article, if you could listicle, with like, you're not a lazy mom. But if you think you are, you're not. Again, you're
Right.
not.
But your fears that you are brought you here.
Right. And
So
that's why you
thank
do
you for
what
we
clicking.
want your money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your
Oh,
advertising
yeah.
eyes.
I mean, in theory.
Yeah. So, and then it was like, what to do if you touch Elf on a Shelf or if your kid touches
Kill
Elf
yourself.
on a Shelf.
Wait. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. This is bringing. Can we just take a couple steps back?
Yeah.
So
we need to
Please.
explain
Here,
what Elf
here are my yes. What is Elf on a Shelf? And then can
If
we
you
get to
don't know,
why
I
touching
don't
it would
wanna
be
tell
bad?
it,
for
like,
our
say for
listeners.
yourself.
No.
What is Elf on a Shelf? It's like, do you feel like you could explain it? Megan?
There's a book, right? There's like a
Yeah.
children's book, and it
Yeah.
somehow tells you,
Oh.
like, there's this guy that's going to be in your house, and if you touch him, you don't get presents or something,
He's going to spy on you.
to see if you're good.
It's the surveillance.
Okay. When did this
Yeah.
book come out?
Ooh,
Don't look at
okay.
me like I know,
right,
but I
all right.
think I know that my grandma tried to give it to Henry when he was 2, so that was like
Wait,
9
tried
years
to
ago.
give it? Like, did you say no?
we threw it in the trash.
Wow.
But that's Dustin is like very against it, my husband.
But the book, in theory, I'm imagining, wasn't like
2005.
designed 2005.
20
Okay,
years?
20
I think
years
it
old.
was totally designed to sell product. Don't you
Okay.
think? I feel like it was.
It wasn't an accident that the book.
The book
like,
is packaged
spawned-
with an elf.
Yeah, it
toy.
comes with
Well,
it.
now it is. Was it always that way?
I think so.
You're
Okay.
asking the hard questions, Sarah.
Didn't you research this?
I write 30 pieces about this a year.
I did write a lot about it, but
But no one wanted to know the,
I
the
didn't want
history.
to
No one was
know.
Googling the history of
This is
Wow.
me. I'm the one mom that's up late at night being like, etiology.
Okay, so the book is based on their family tradition.
who is
This is Chanda Bell.
Oh, okay.
good old
Carol Abersold and her daughter Chanda
Okay.
Bell Belle suggested they write a book about their family's tradition. And like, that's lovely that it's their tradition. Like,
Yeah.
no.
My family has a tradition of one of the 8 nights of Hanukkah is dumpling night.
There you go.
You don't see me writing a
You're
book
not
about
like,
it.
here's
But if
the
anybody
dumpling.
wants to commission me to, it's Sarah Wheeler, PhD at gmail.com.
You got to figure out how to market it. Like, you
Dumpling
need more
on a-
products associated with
Dumpling on a Jew.
dumpling.
Dumpling. Only one drop of oil, so many dumplings.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe
Okay.
you need.
This woman is from Atlanta, Georgia, for context.
Thank you. That's important.
Oh my god,
She's white, if that wasn't obvious.
It,
wow.
it
I just
it
wanted to make
was,
sure.
but it's helpful just to be affirmed in your prejudices.
So people. Okay, so the thing is, like, here's what I think people do. I think you move the elf every night
Yeah.
to maintain the fiction that the elf is like alive and watching your children.
Mhm.
And I think that you set up these things that are like cute things the elf has done. Like, it's kind of like you
Oh,
had to do
like the
Easter,
leprechaun.
like every
Like
night.
hijinks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like the leprechaun. When I was a
Yeah.
classroom teacher, we do the
Yeah.
leprechaun, and I cut little
Uh-huh.
little tiny feet out of sponges, and we put it in the green paint and like mess up the room.
Oh, and you have to name it. There's Elf on a Shelf names. There's quick Elf on a Shelf ideas. The Elf on the Shelf can apparently have babies. Simple kitchen shelf ideas that make, like, put it in a blender.
Do we know, if you were to guess, what percentage of American households have an elf on a shelf? What would you say?
Oh, I'm sure there's some kind of number for that.
I'm hoping in Emily Oster's next newsletter we'll get the data on
There you
this.
go.
Yeah.
I mean, I think a lot of people have it because this would be like a lot of traffic for December,
Uh-huh.
right? Like,
When does it? Is it all month? What's
Maybe it's just
the
like 3
you
people
do
goose.
it the whole month,
like
you
an
do it-
advent calendar, but
believe he
with
comes
more
on-
load for mom?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think he comes on December 1st and he leaves like on Christmas Eve,
Uh-huh.
and like every night you move him,
Yeah.
and then like your kid, it's like if the kid touches it, they have to sprinkle cinnamon or something.
Yeah.
And they have to, it's like a whole thing. And like, but the elf is, I believe, watching you for your goodness,
Uh-huh.
like watching your child. to make
Wow.
sure they're good.
And if you touch it, you get
Bad? I
you
guess?
get
I don't
you get
know.
MRSA or something?
Moral
don't-
MRSA.
It's
Moral
very
MRSA.
bad, but it's
Okay.
like to think that the parents are then. I mean, there's a lot here. As a new inductee, what are your feelings? What are your
I think
reactions?
the elf
to
would
this?
forgive you, right?
There's
There's not a lot of forgiveness, though, in the
I don't
Christmas
think
story,
no.
other than Jesus. being-
It's very complicated and seems really stressful. And now, oh yeah, and you could write welcome letters to do, you can add. It just seems like this thing you could just keep adding to all the things that your kids expect you to do. And now, so Griffin is almost 8, and like for a couple years now, he's like, "Why don't we do Elf on
I
the
was
Shelf?"
I was gonna say, have your children ever
Oh.
requested it?
He
I don't
has,
think mine have.
and I was like, "Well, we don't." And I was like, "It's not our family doesn't do."
My children have never mentioned this.
That's
But now I'm curious, like, have they ever heard of it?
cool.
I don't think so.
No, it's
I
not.
think mine have.
It's
You think
definitely
yours
around.
have?
It's around. It's
They
pretty
they
prevalent.
requested the leprechaun trap, which is essentially the same thing, but one night.
only one
critically.
night. Yeah.
Yeah, critically. So
Yeah.
so I'm going to pitch something here I just came up with, which is the best way to pitch something
Mhm.
without any thought.
Mhm.
And it is that this is all part of a phenomenon that disproportionately affects women,
Yeah.
that I'm going to go ahead and call the Christmas creep.
Oh yeah, like scope creep, but it's Christmas.
What's scope creep? Is that mouthwash? Like, because now you have to do the pick and everything. I agree. I
Yeah.
think it's all a hoax.
It's when you get an assignment and then you agree to like a price and you sign a contract, and then as a like freelancer, which we all are, you are constantly watching for scope creep. Like when they're like, just actually, could you interview like 2 more people? Actually,
Oh.
could you add like a paragraph about
Could
that?
you write
Oh,
so
that's not a
yeah.
problem for me
Yeah.
because I make up all my interviews. Okay.
Perfect.
So yes, it's the Christmas creep. And I will just say, I love Christmas. I'm a Jew, so obviously I'm always been fascinated by it. But we
Yeah.
celebrated Christmas when I was a kid. I love Christmas. I do get in the spirit. I insist on like a big tree energy. My husband's always like, this year maybe. And I'm like, absolutely not. Biggest fucking tree that
Yeah.
we can fit in the house.
Same. I love a big.
I like decorating it. I like lights. I like, I like Christmas slow jams. When we were little, my dad always did Saint Nick's. Did you ever do Saint Nicholas
Is that
Day?
the shoes?
It's with the shoe.
December
So-
6th, I believe.
Delightful.
I
So you
love
put the
Saint-
shoes out
Yeah.
overnight, and then he fills your shoes. It's basically stockings, but a different time.
And it's like a very low lift. Like when I was little, we got like candy in our shoes. It wasn't like a big gift.
Right, but never underestimate the power of the modern parenting capitalist machine
Right.
to make like Saint Nick's,
Well, you wrote
a
about
Nintendo Switch.
Boo Basket.
I did write about
and
Boo
that
Baskets.
was like a whole new thing to me where I was like, wow, like just any opportunity to give lots of crap. And like, I feel like the first holiday episode that we made for this podcast was with Sara Petersen,
Yes.
who also kind
Loves
of
Christmas.
surprisingly, right, like loves Christmas.
Yeah, there were fairy lights behind her
Yes.
during the episode.
She was
And it
like-
was like
Yeah.
late November.
Yeah, and we talked a lot in that episode about like what brings you joy, like things that are more work, but like totally are for you.
Mhm.
Right? And you talked about that, and Sara Petersen talked about that. It's
Right.
like I do it for me. Like I love this
Yes,
stuff.
I love making
Yeah.
little cardamom caramels
Yeah,
and wrapping them up for everybody.
I do.
like.
I do peanut butter balls.
Yeah.
I do my grandma's peanut, and
Have-
like I love that.
I've
totally
never
go
gotten those.
Christmas banana.
Have you gotten the peanut butter balls,
I
Megan?
think
No.
I thought you did. I think I dropped some on your porch.
Maybe someone took it. No, maybe.
Your children ate them. I think you were going through a time.
Yeah, it's like my mom was literally on her death.
Yeah.
You
I,
needed
I think I dropped
them the most.
When Things Fall Apart and some peanut butter balls.
Okay,
And
yeah.
so-
I read When Things Fall Apart as she was dying, so thankful.
Oh yeah. Well, sure.
What a combo. What a 1-2
It
punch
was
of like
over the holidays,
grief.
so
Yeah.
grief package.
Happy holidays to you.
I don't love movies. No, I do.
Tell us
Some
about.
movies.
Yeah,
We'll
tell us
move
your
the mic
feelings
closer.
about
Tell us how you
Christmas,
feel about-
Megan, and how you feel about the Christmas creep.
I feel like I always end up crying on Christmas Day for some reason, and it's only a matter of like, what's it gonna be?
Yeah.
And somehow I feel like someone's disappointed me, or I can never do it right, or like, yeah, I have a lot of Christmas baggage, I think, from like childhood of.
I feel like it's funny that you're saying this really for listeners. We have Megan sandwiched between
You're
Yeah,
both looking
you
at me.
can't see.
staring at
She's sitting on the couch.
I'm trying not to make eye contact.
We're being therapists with terrible boundaries, just all up in her physical space. Yeah. Okay, so someone would disappoint you, or
Yeah,
you
it
would
would
be
be
the
like-
one that disappointed you.
Well, when I was a kid, it was like my mom got me a Target shirt that I hated, and I felt bad about it, and I would go cry in the shower or something like that. Or like my parents would be fighting. They got divorced when I was like in college, so I have a lot of like
Oh,
stressful memories of that.
Maybe
but
an
then,
elf would have been a good companion
Yeah.
for you. Maybe.
Wow.
but I do think we all experience that. Like when you have kids, it's like a chance to start over.
Mm.
And I do feel like we've found new ways to do things that had like nothing to do with my childhood or like Christmas as I knew it. But every year I'm like, okay, what do I actually want to do and what do I actually like?
Mhm.
And that is always hard to figure out.
It is kind of hard, and you're like, what is like because you're not like a churchgoer,
No,
but you were
I was as a
raised
kid,
in
yeah.
religion, and like Christmas is a religious holiday, although it is like secular at this point too. But you're kind of like, if it's not Jesus and
Right.
it's not get stuff, then like what am I doing?
right.
And what
It's-
and then it's kind of just like what do I tell my kids we're doing?
It's turkey. We're turkeying. Yeah. No, but we already have a holiday for turkey, so I think that
Mhm.
speaks to you.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
and then so I feel like it's interesting to me that the elf on a shelf thing is like a very elaborate, totally secular tradition, right? Like, but it's also like a buttload of extra work. Like you're doing it as a lead up to this like bonanza of
Yeah.
gift giving. I mean, I would assume that someone who does Elf on a Shelf is not like, but we skip Christmas Day.
Right. Exactly. But we just give oranges
right,
under
right.
the
But
tree.
maybe it's nice because they are making effort at least and trying to like delight their children.
Yeah.
Mm,
And if it's
mhm.
fun for you, right? Like, I feel like this is like a maybe like a crafty mom kind of thing where it's like fun for you to think of ways to surprise.
Maybe it's anti-consumerist in a way. Sure.
Wait, does the Elf on the Shelf give you stuff? I'm sorry, I need a
No, it
clarification.
watches you.
Okay, so it's not. Okay, okay. All right, this is interesting. I don't think I had a schema for how you get presents from the elf, but I just assumed it involved.
No.
I guess there's a little consumerism because you do have to buy an elf.
You have to buy the elf.
Or do people use like
You can
stuff
make
they
your
already
own,
have or
like
something?
a bootleg elf.
A bo- Well, and I have to say it is secular, like it's not about Jesus.
Yeah.
But why did we feel the need as a culture to come up with the Mensch on a bench?
right.
The Jewish
Oh,
elf on
yeah.
a shelf, if it was already
I forgot, or
not really about Jesus.
we forgot to go over like the essential part of it is every night it flies home to Santa
Oh, right.
to report, I think, on your behavior.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
This is disturbing.
Yeah.
It is because
Okay.
your husband has the thing about being surveillance state, like
Yeah.
training your children, which is how I feel. And I'm like, it's because I tell my kids, like whenever people talk about being good or whatever for Santa, I'm like, I tell the kids, like, no one gets coal. Every kid is good. Like, not all adults are good, but every kid is good.
Wow.
And like, you can't mess this up.
That's good.
Because I don't think it's like whatever. Like, no one's measuring your goodness. You know, like, you're just a kid and you're doing your best.
Even though sometimes I'm like, you're not going to get a present.
Hey, Mofita heads. If you're feeling ambivalent about the holidays, what better way to resolve it than giving the gift of a paid subscription to the mother of it all? Your loved one will receive bonus monthly episodes where Miranda and I cover midlife, melatonin gummies, the PTA, and more. Plus, if you give them a founding membership, we'll send them a limited edition Mother of It All tote with art from Radici Studios to help them carry all the bad gifts their less cool friends got them back to the store to be returned. And it's always free and spreading of the cheer to rate and review us wherever you're listening. You can even do it now. 5 stars and literally one sentence about why you listen helps new folks find our work. Finally, we are grateful to you for listening now and all year round. Okay, so you were saying
Okay,
that...
so like non-religious traditions, right? Like, because we don't really take our kids to church. And I try to explain the thing that is happening. Like, I'll say people who are Christian believe that Christmas is baby Jesus's birthday, and here's who Jesus is, and you remember him from Easter. He's the one who died, you know, and like
it's like you remember Uncle Harry. He's the one who like said he was allergic to lamb, but then ate a lot of it.
And we nailed him to a...
Yeah. You remember, and he comes out of the thing. My kids are really obsessed with how he like comes out of the cave 3 days later. You know, like they're very...
Wait, are we talking about Jesus or Uncle Larry?
Okay. Jesus.
All right.
But like every year it doesn't stick. Like every year I'm like, you remember what Christmas is, right? For, you know, what people celebrate. And they're like, nope. You know, and at this point, Griffin's old enough. I'm like, I'm surprised it hasn't stuck yet, but okay.
Maybe he wants you to tell him again.
I
He
guess.
loves the story.
Yeah, maybe.
Or maybe
Right. It's like, tell me again about the day I was born, Mama. You know, they know.
Like, it's a nice story, right? I'm like, it's
There's a lot of
baby
children's
story.
books about that.
It's kind of a fucked up story, though, right?
It is, but it's like, you know, they like the star in the sky and the kings and the stuff and the presents. And I'm like, that's why people give presents on Christmas. It's like they brought presents.
Wow, you're
and
going
like,
hard on the...
Well, it's religious studies
Story.
nature, you know.
Oh, true.
And Griffin likes a story, like a religion. He's kind of curious about it, even though he's a follower of Zeus, like personally. But
shout out,
you know, yeah, and,
respect.
He believes when he believes, but like, you know, I try to introduce like meaning, I suppose.
Yeah.
What is meaningful to me? Well, like for me, it's like solstice, kind of. I am interested in that in my adult life. And I'm like, that's what to me is like happening across cultures, is like we are all acknowledging this like kind of dark moment with light. Yeah. There's all these festivals of light, like, and but like, so but making those kinds of rituals yourself is like weird and hard. Like I have made us
Right.
stand out.
Lazy moms
Lazy
can't do
mom
that.
solstice.
Lazy
They have
moms
to-
guide
I do.
making meaning.
We do like fires in the backyard on solstice, but it's like it's not fun. It's like me making my family
It's fun.
stand around
Your
in the
summer
cold.
solstice party, my kids still talk about it.
Yeah.
Well, that one is fun. That
It's
one
summer.
is. I'm getting
Okay.
better at.
All
I'm
right.
getting better at.
Okay. So this is what you guys are suggesting, that like we want to make meaning out of this time, and so this is this, for there's probably a lot of money behind like being like, how about this? How about you do it this way with this elf? Buy the book,
Right.
buy the little guy. I'm sure if we searched, there's some level up of Elf on the Shelf that involves buying more stuff. I'm just going to say that.
Like a
Or mention, or sorry, I haven't been mentioning enough to my shalom, to my brothers and sisters, Mensch on a Bench. Jews love benches.
Yeah.
So do you guys know what a mensch is? Like, is that, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Non-Jews know what a mensch is.
I have many Jewish friends.
I like too that like the Christian one is just an elf. All we know about him, I assume it's a guy, is that
think
he's
it
like
can be
a
a girl.
magical little
You
worker.
can
Okay.
choose.
Or
I
she.
Choose a few.
But the mensch on a bench is like a good person. You know?
The elf is the
Elf is he's
The elf is naughty. The mensch
He
is
is
like,
naughty.
sorry, you dropped this.
He is naughty. It's true. Yeah, I think it's kind of interesting to think about like the desire to make magic for your kids.
Right.
Right. And it's like, I think that maybe sort of selfishly, right, it's like, I want magic this time of year. And it's kind of interesting because
that's why I buy the big tree. It's not for it's for me.
It's for you. And like Sara Petersen was also like, it's for me. And like, that was very clear. And I feel like that is what I feel too, is like, I love celebrating in the dark months, like, because everything sucks. It's cold, it's rainy, it's dark at like 4 p.m. Like, I want like candles everywhere and like a party to look forward to and like special food to make and a reason to make special food and like make
That's
tons
what
of
dumpling night is for.
There you go.
Yeah.
And like, I feel like I sort of think and hope that dragging my kids along to the stuff that I like to do will somehow be magical for them.
Uh-huh.
But it's
Okay.
often not.
All right.
They
If
often
I'm being
complain about
generous,
it.
I'm imagining, the mom, lazy or not.
Yeah.
And she's a mom, by the way. If there are any
Maybe
male caregivers listening to this who are into Elf on the Shelf, I'm sure there are some. But I think
like a divorce.
I think 90% of the right, a
being
divorced
like,
dad.
we do Elf on it.
And Elf on a Shelf brought you one of those little cars that you can drive around in.
Yeah. I feel like Elf on a Shelf should be a dad thing.
Yeah.
Doesn't it seem
Yeah, it does.
male?
I can see the fun. Like the kids went to bed.
Lacey
It's been dark for hours, but at least we have the elf that we can go move to another place.
Yeah. Yeah.
In the depths of winter depression.
Mhm.
And so
Yeah.
that leads me to my question of like, is this helping us get at what is beautiful about being human, or is it distracting us from our, deepened by the winter anxiety about how the world is garbage and we're like not actually preparing our kids to live in it because we're so effectively distracted by consumerism and like craft projects.
Meaghan.
Yeah, I think there's like a vacuum because God is dead. And we don't have a good replacement, so we have Elf on the Shelf.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want anyone to feel bad for doing Elf on the Shelf.
No. If it's fun or like, I think it's also you get stuck, right? Like I feel like there's people who probably get talked into doing it when their kid is little, and then you're stuck, right? Because your kid expects it like every year, and then you're like, how would you explain that the elf isn't coming this?
You say he died, and it's because you were bad.
There must
You touched him and he died.
You should.
We were out of cinnamon, and unfortunately, he didn't make it.
Now I'm like, we should assign a story about this, but that's not what I do anymore. But like, how do big kids? They must learn when they learn Santa isn't real.
Yeah.
It would be a great task for like an older sibling.
Do you
do
guys
for
have
their
okay?
little siblings?
So
I like that. Okay, this is
yeah.
if the older sibling does the Elf on a Shelf, especially we could do boys, older brothers, because we're trying to cure male loneliness or whatever. they could
The answer to male
is
loneliness.
the answer to
Elf on
male
the shelf.
Elf
loneliness.
on the shelf.
I'm basically ending every conversation with this now
Yeah.
in human, like in person on the air,
Yes.
is like, so the answer to male loneliness is older brothers do Elf on a Shelf.
There you go. I mean, we could try it, right? We don't know. There's a lot we don't know.
I think that gets it. If I think about it's something I'm teaching my son to do.
Yeah.
Then I can see the sweet care in it and the delight in it.
It's
If I'm
creative.
thinking about it's a thing that my mom friends are doing,
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to
About it.
drive
Yeah.
over to their houses and like shake them by the shoulders.
Yeah.
Liberate them.
And-
Just like, just like touch the elf in front of the kids and be like, see, nothing happened.
Yeah.
Ooh.
No, I wasn't going that far. Homewrecker.
I think that, like my, like, sort of, I'm just going to say it. I'm not going to qualify it.
Yeah.
Like, there is plenty of magic. You don't have to fabricate it for your kid. Like you can just look at the stars with them, one night in December. Or don't, but or anytime. Like it's like you don't need to do all this stuff, right? It kind of feels like this Disney like has convinced us that childhood must look and feel a certain way.
Yeah.
And it must be, with full of cartoony magic. And it's like, I don't know, that kind of like kids aren't dumb. Like, they like
Well, some kids, I'm an educational psychologist and I just have to qualify. Some kids are dumb, but
Okay.
go on.
Well, a lot of them know that there is like plenty of darkness in the world, and not that you need to talk a lot about darkness, but like, I guess I'm thinking about like kids deserve like meaning that is real or that you could share together. Like you don't have to be kind of doing this whole winky thing. And
Song
also
and
not
dance
every kid
and-
likes that. Like
Right.
I have adult friends who are like very uncomfortable with like the Santa lie. Like, because it is
Yeah.
kind of uncomfortable. Like you're kind of like telling this like lie to your kids. And it is, you end up pretty quickly, you end up in this weird dance where you're like, I don't know, should I like, is this weird? Is this
It does
getting
get
weird?
winky when they get older.
Yeah.
But that's a little fun.
Yeah.
Like my son
Yeah.
now has crossed fully over into he knows I'm Santa. And I got caught being the tooth fairy because
yeah.
I took my daughter, she's 7.
Yeah.
The last tooth she lost, I took her little note
Mhm.
that she wrote to the tooth fairy and I kept it and she found it in like the little like credit card pocket on the back of my phone.
Uh,
And but she didn't 100% know what to do with that information. Like she didn't have the cognitive flexibility. She knew it meant something that took away from the myth. She wasn't upset and was really fun. But she couldn't fully convert it.
yeah.
But my son, by that,
9?
yeah, my son's 9. He knows there's no Santa.
Yeah.
But I actually think the Winky's fun.
Yeah.
I think it's fine.
Yeah.
If you don't want to do Christmas, I don't give a fuck or any of it.
Yeah.
But I actually take issue with the parents who are like, maybe just because it's virtue signaling, who are like, I don't lie to my kids.
Yeah.
I won't tell them about Santa. And you're like,
I bet
yeah,
you do.
I bet you do.
Mhm.
Yeah. And also, like, it's the thing that kids need the most isn't like absolute adult truth.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Totally.
It's an adult to like kind of understand when and at what level they are like ready to integrate a truth about the world.
It seems like you could read your
And mediate
kid,
that.
right? Like I have a specific friend who like is still unsettled by like the fact that her parents like lied to her about Santa. This is like
Yeah,
a
but I'm gonna
personal
guess her
problem.
parents did some other shit.
Right,
That
no,
this was just
yeah.
like a
And
microcosm.
like
of.
it's a personality type, right? Like I feel like if your kid is like there's also it's on you as a parent to know when your kid is like really like, no, seriously, like can you just explain this to me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And like to go ahead and do that and not be like doubling down or whatever.
I think it's like an undercover cop. You have to, if they ask you if you're if Santa's real,
Yeah.
you can't say like, yes, Santa's real, especially to like a kid that's over 5 or
Yeah.
every kid develops differently. I
Yeah.
shouldn't use age as like a proxy for cognition, but
I always just go with what do you think?
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. That's
like,
the Winky.
Yeah.
That's
I don't know.
okay. But some kids are probably disturbed by the elf. And
My kids have said stuff like Sam has been like creeped out by Santa being in the house, which I think is funny.
It is weird,
But I
right?
don't know what you say to that.
It's like one night a year, you're just like, yeah, a strange man is going to
Yeah.
come into our house while you're asleep.
Well, you
Also
just tell them that happens all the time. It's not just Santa.
He sees you when you're sleeping. That whole song is
He
creepy.
knows when you're awake.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, the whole thing is, I don't know.
But I have a memory of like going to my mom and confronting her to be like, this handwriting from the Easter Bunny is Dad's handwriting.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like crestfallen and being like, yes, you have, and then I'd be like, wait, what about Santa?
Yeah.
Was she like, you're right. The Easter Bunny killed your dad, took his hands and wrote this letter to you.
Yes.
And then brought him back to life. Just like.
And then she was like, don't tell your sister.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But my kids have never done that, which is fascinating. Like, I have an 11-year-old. He's never been like, Mom, I know it's you.
Well, because he's like the sweetest.
Because he's like,
guy.
he'll be like, Mom, like, I don't know what he says, but he says little like comments.
Yeah, Max will be like, Santa, sure.
Yeah,
sure knows his way around our house. Yeah. Okay. I think I was also thinking like, the magic is all around us. Like, look at these fucking trees outside. They're gorgeous. Like, take your kid to see the trees.
Go look at the stars.
We don't need Elf on a Shelf, but go look at the stars, Miranda Rake says. But then, and you're right.
Yeah.
You were right. But then my constant waffling about like the state of modern motherhood like hits me right back to being like, oh no, now we're doing like only wood and wool toy mom shaming, right? Where we're being like, don't give your kids, even though everything is stacked up against you for this to happen. And like, there's just billion-dollar industries forcing you to do this. And like years of, nuclear family, misogyny constructs. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Like, you're only a good mom if you go out and look at the stars. That also makes me uncomfortable. I'm also like, you know what? Just get on Amazon and buy them Christmas and go take a bath.
Whatever. Yeah, that's the thing is like, does it make you feel bad? Does it stress you out or do you enjoy it? And like, only you can answer that. We can't be like, this is stupid. Like, we know this is stressing you out. Like, don't do that.
And that is a big, like.
But like, does anybody, some people, that's like an advanced level of knowing yourself.
Yeah. Right. It sounds like a hindsight thing.
I mean, I think I was thinking about this, like, we talk all the time about like, self-compassion and like knowing yourself, trying to hear yourself. And like, that's really hard. And that's especially hard in like November, December to like hear yourself. And so I think that it's worth, like, we're not here slamming people who do Elf on a Shelf, but I think that one of the things
I did do that. I just want to own it, but then I went back.
What we're trying to say, what I was hoping to get at here is, like, kind of the whole, this time of year, it's really easy to find yourself doing stuff you don't actually want to be doing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And, like, to just keep, and then sometimes you're like, yes, I do enjoy this Elf on a Shelf thing or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's great. And, like, but it's, like, it's a particularly difficult time of year to, like, have those check-ins with yourself.
Right. And are those check-ins just another thing moms have to do? Right? Can we?
Emotional labor.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but it's worth it. That one is worth it.
Yeah.
It's worth it to try to hear yourself. Like, if that's the only thing you do.
It's funny. I did have a moment like 2 weeks ago where I was like I don't know what I was talking to my kids about, something about like making treats for other people. And I was like, yeah, I used to make these cardamom caramels. Like before you came along and ruined my life. My life was perfect. Every winter, I made like several sheets of these delicious cardamom sea salt caramels. Not too much cardamom for anyone who's getting anxious about the overload. Just a touch. And I would slice them up into little, parchment paper wrappers and then put them in bags and put little tags on them.
Yeah.
And that brought me joy.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I want to do that again.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to and honestly, like, yes, we don't have time, but also the amount of time I waste, like, just like checking, going from my 4 email accounts and then back to my texts and then to WhatsApp on my phone could make some caramels. And I'm just gonna like set aside time and like listen to my Christmas music and do it.
Well, again, like our first episode of this podcast was about 4,000 Weeks.
Right.
Like,
What is that?
it's the Oliver
that book?
Berkman book
Yeah.
about time management. And it's like the
It's
whole
the
thing
sequel to Elf on a Shelf.
Oh my
it's basically
goodness.
like you don't have time for everything you want to
Right.
do because your life is short. And so you have to like make decisions. And sometimes you have to choose between stuff you do, like 2 things you really would like to do, but you
Yeah.
can only do one of them or whatever. So like you might have to like block out a day that's like gonna be your caramel day. And then that means
Yes.
you have to say no to like some invitations or whatever.
Yeah.
I love when I want to do something like that, is being like, okay, I'm not going to fold the laundry or make dinner tonight so I can make my fucking like homemade cookies or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
That's a
let-
good point.
Give yourself a break on one thing so that you can like make space for this other thing.
But it's not just giving yourself a break on like labor outside the home. It's also labor inside the home.
Yeah.
Like that's helpful. Is like we're getting pizza tonight because I'm making these caramels. I'm not like
Yeah.
also gonna
Mhm.
I don't want to
gonna
do
make dinner.
more, but I want to do the thing I get some joy out of. And
Yeah.
I get joy out of like folding the laundry.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
that's like thinking about like if, not that I'm like you should just add more stuff to your plate, but like
Yeah.
maybe it's like the key thing, maybe a key thing that I have found is like I do these things for me during the holidays that I totally drag my kids through. Like I like to do the Advent wreath, which is like
Yeah.
this, evergreen wreath with candles and like
I don't know what you're talking about. I do celebrate Christmas, but still a Jew.
so you
Yeah,
make
that's, like,
a
next
wreath,
level.
you make
Oh, like Kirsten, the American Girl doll?
oh, that
Kind
is
of.
the Santa Lucia.
Oh man.
Same idea.
I was like,
but it's
if
on the table
if
instead of
I
on your
could just
head.
be a little blonde goy
I know.
with that
With
wreath
that
on my head and the candles.
It's true. I like
was
this one too.
I would
You
be
were
loved.
a Kristen?
You had
Kirsten.
Kirsten.
Yeah.
Is it Kirsten or Kristen?
I said Kirsten.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think it
that's
was
probably
Kirsten,
right.
like Kir
What
Royale.
were you?
I have a Felicity, but I was really
You're
trying to.
such a
I was really
Felicity.
torn between.
What do you guys think?
Oh, you're a
Samantha.
Molly,
Samantha.
but really you're a Molly.
Oh.
I think you present as a Samantha,
I think I knew.
but you're a dork.
You probably did.
Yeah.
Sure.
Did you have the Did you have that
Oh,
bed with the
Molly.
poster bed?
No
Four-post
one
bed.
ever gave me that.
I know.
Oh,
I'm so
yet.
mad about it. My
Yet.
cousin had
If you're good this
cousin
year.
had the bed. She had the trunk for the clothes, like the trunk that opened with all the clothes.
Oh,
on it.
someone made one of those for me. I still have it. And my Felicity went to my niece's, and now my daughter has it. And she's just we call her Rasta Felicity.
The hair, yeah.
Because then there's also a newer Felicity.
I think she can go to the hospital and get new hair.
Mine's
Or at least
eyes
they
are
used
like
to be.
broken.
Yeah.
My kids call it like evil cursed doll, and they like throw it down the stairs.
I can't find mine. I don't know where mine is.
Oh God, it's like Elf on a Shelf. You're gonna.
Samantha's just waiting for me.
Yeah. Wait, are we gonna talk about? I think you were going somewhere. Oh, we were. Okay.
Oh,
I have a new
okay.
thing, but you were talking about the wreath and how you like to
It's
do
just
it.
like something that I really love. It's like I think I liked it as a kid because it was
What do you like? Put a new thing in the wreath every night or something?
Yeah.
so at the
There's
beginning of the
purple and
season
pink
you like put evergreen on a little wreath frame and there's 4 candle holders. And I love it because like church garden ladies like taught me how to do the wreath making, and I'm not a craft person, but like this one thing I like know how to do. And so I like save the trimmings from our Christmas tree and I use them to like do it just feels like a thing that I know how to do.
You
And
save the trimmings. I'm sorry. It's so, that Mr. Willoughby's Christmas tree? That's a great book that isn't trying to sell you anything. It's actually about mutual aid and repurposing. It's like the people get the tree and then it's too tall. So they cut off the top little triangle and they put it out in the back. And then the bears are like, it's a tree. And then they bring it into the cave, but it's too tall. So they cut off the top and it keeps getting smaller and smaller till the mice have a little tree.
That's so
And I
cute.
always think about you, Miranda, as kind of a little mouse. And so that makes sense to me in a really good way. In a really good way.
I take it that way. It
And I
makes me
just-
think of Brambly Head.
And I do want to say, even if you don't feel craftsy, you are crafty.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay,
you.
go on.
So so I do this thing, and then every Sunday leading up to Christmas, you light a new candle. So the idea,
So they're just on all the time?
no, you do it
Oh.
like in the evening, and so you kind of let it burn down.
Yeah,
and then,
Jews let the candles burn
I know
down,
they do.
so that's important
and so
to me.
you don't let it go all the way down, but you kind of like, and then when we go to bed, we burn it out. But what I love about it is that like we turn out all the lights, and I do the one, and so in the weeks leading up to Christmas, the room gets brighter because you light more candles.
It's like a menorah.
I mean, yeah, it's like the same idea, I guess. And it's
we culturally appropriated it.
I guess. Well, I think it's probably pagan, right? It's like the evergreen is a pagan like symbol from. It's like an
Yeah.
ancient
I lo-
tradition to have
everybody loves
evergreen all over
candles
your
because,
home,
yeah.
and then brightness and having the light return, right? Because that's what solstice is like the return of the light. And so it's like you're welcoming it back. You're almost like summoning it, I feel like.
But your kids
That's really nice.
don't give a shit.
I love it.
I
Yeah, they don't care. So like I turn
Our
off the
version
lights.
of that is the Lego Star Wars Advent Calendar.
Oh, that thing's
Do you think
very
it
cute.
it
Yeah.
gives it actually gives me when I turn the lights off and I see like the little
lights.
Ewok on a little like speeder that has a tinsel on it,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, good night. And it does fill me with warmth, but
The emperor with his
yeah.
Christmas sweater.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. I mean, I think what it is like it's one of those things that really spirals me about what are we doing at the holidays, because like I turn out all the lights and I really look forward to it. It's really meaningful to me, and the kids are just like, oh my God, Mom, and I'm like, okay, now I'm gonna read like a little poem, and
Wow.
like, but they don't want it. And David's always like, is this done yet? Like they're really ready for their bath. And
But you do it anyway.
I do.
Because I think this is
Like
important.
strong arm
Just
it. And I'm
because
like,
things
what am I
aren't received
doing?
doesn't mean I think you still do it.
Yeah,
Right.
and one day they're gonna like cry about how you always did that. They're gonna go with
Exactly.
their kids or whatever.
Or will it cry like tears of trauma?
Who cares? No,
like,
it's not
One
traumatic.
day you're gonna be dead.
Yeah.
Your kids are gonna be like,
I
Mom
know.
always lit the fucking candles
And then they'll
made
put
us
their
read a
children
poem.
through it.
Okay, this
and
is
that's-
giving me some bravery because I would like to pilot this year. So we try to the idea is every night of Hanukkah has a theme, but like Elf on a Shelf, that can get really crazy.
Yeah.
The thing is to do it 90s style, where some of the themes are like you get a book
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
we watch a movie, right? Like, and so they don't have to be things that you spend money on, and like one night is present night. So you set that expectation. Although shout out to Aunt Harriet, who every year sent all 4 of us 8 little wrapped presents.
Oh.
That would be like a little thing of erasers or something. It's so cute.
Yeah.
Anyway, but that aside,
Yeah.
so I would like to pilot. God, I'm such a nerd, and like all I hear when I say this is my mom, which is both cringy to me and I think to your point, Megan, like even though it still makes me cringe, I'm like I obviously value that she passed this down to me. I would like one night to be appreciation night. So we're going to make cards and shit and like draw pictures for like Momo the donut lady. Her name is also Momo. Like my daughter. And like, the people in our community, like our neighbor who gave us a guitar.
That's right.
And like Max's the music teacher and just like anyone we can think of who like should get our appreciation.
I love that.
I'm trying to set my expectations that like maybe they will do one thing.
Yeah, that seems like a lot.
Right.
Like,
But that
in
for
a good
me
way.
at
Like,
least
that would be plenty.
it'll be valuable.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think that's great.
Okay, so I'm going to do it whether people like it or not.
And yeah.
Only if you like it. If you don't like it, then
No, I like it.
okay.
I love it.
I like it because it's a structure for you to like do this nice thing, and it'll get done because
Exactly.
it's part of the thing instead of being like we should make cards for people. It's like,
Yeah, and I don't need to send out a holiday card. Do you guys do that?
no,
I do it.
You do? You send out a holiday
I
card?
like it. I like to.
it's nice. I
do
just
it.
haven't-
I like the chance to like. I usually do it after they're in bed, and I do it in October because they're cheaper then.
Oh my
Right
God, you are
now.
so not ADHD.
So you like go outside and look at the stars, and then come in,
Listen.
write your cards, read a poem,
We're just trolling
light a
you.
candle.
I'm just trying to get through it.
I like
I'm
it.
just trying to get through it.
Right.
You're
Just
doing
trying to make sense of this
a little bit better.
fucking
than
shit
that.
world.
Listen, guys, you're both invited to join the coven. You're absolutely welcome.
You're like the most organized witch in the coven.
Some
witches are very organized.
Oh, really?
We have a spreadsheet.
That's why I can never be a witch.
We have
But
a
you,
shared calendar.
okay,
You can be.
I like getting your card. I wasn't going to shit on cards. I like
I
it.
don't mind it.
But I was
do
saying,
it for me. I do it for me
to
because I
me-
like to do the little thing.
Yeah, to me, it isn't what I want to be doing. But I do like thanking people. And
Mhm.
like, I kind of think of my world as Sesame Street and like people in your neighborhood. And like, my favorite people are like the guy that works on the corner that's always smoking outside. And like, we talk about his adult children. I want to like recognize that guy for making my life better.
Yeah.
That's really nice. I know we don't do enough. I just bought like a stack of thank you cards, like for random teachers at Griffey School. Because I was like, I am feeling really appreciative of them right now. And I was going to like send an email. And then I was like, I know that they have boxes like in the office.
Yeah.
Like,
As a
like a
teacher, the
physical card.
cards made a difference. The cards are nice.
Yeah.
I still have some cards. Also money. If you can give teachers money, they like that.
I like money too.
Are we going to talk about the Michelle Pfeiffer
Oh yeah.
holiday movie?
I made Meaghan.
And are we going to let your cat in? Because no one's ever wanted something like your cat wants to get into
let
this
her in,
room.
but she's gonna sit on your lap.
I would love that.
Go get her.
Okay.
You have to do that law. Okay, so for listeners at home, we made Meaghan and Sarah watch the trailer for the new Michelle Pfeiffer Christmas movie called Oh What Fun. And we watched it to get in the mood for this episode because it features Elf on a Shelf as like one of the many things that pushes the Michelle Pfeiffer character over the edge. I don't know if we're like recommending this movie. We're just like talking about
We're
it.
literally just saying this is a movie that
This
exists
movie.
that we haven't seen.
And there was like a jump scare. With
I'm going to watch it. I will be watching.
I'll watch it.
My
I'll
mom
watch
and I are going to watch it.
I'll watch it.
What is
I was trying to take a picture of the cat,
Oh.
but I realized we're in the middle
The
of
cat is so cute.
This is
We'll
Buttercup.
put this picture. We'll put Megan's picture.
You know, in cat years, Buttercup is our elder because she's 15 years old as a cat. So I don't know, she's probably like 100.
She wants to get in on the combo.
Yeah, Buttercup.
What do you think about Elf on the Shelf? I don't think cats like Elf on the Shelf.
Yeah,
No,
they
they
would
would
mess with it.
never.
Okay, so Michelle Pfeiffer. So there's just so many.
Okay,
The plot from the trailer, which I've now seen several times,
Oh, wow. Yeah.
is that it's the whole movie.
Yeah.
Is that like she's a mom, a movie mom, so everything that you could imagine about that. Her adult kids are home for Christmas, and she's doing all the Christmas things and like blowing up the shit and doing Elf on the Shelf.
Yeah.
And
So maybe like grandkids. Like she seems to have a lot of children. I don't know who the Elf on the Shelf is
Matriarch.
for.
Yeah.
She's,
she's still doing it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
She's still doing it,
everything.
even though they're grown up. And so they don't appreciate her, and then they like leave her by accident because they don't even think that she's a person.
Just forget about her.
And then she does something that's crazy for a mom to do, which is go on a road trip by herself.
Yeah.
Only Miranda July is allowed to do that.
Yeah.
And she goes to compete in
enters
LA.
herself. She wanted her kids to enter her in this like holiday mom contest hosted by Eva Longoria, who's kind of like an Oprah type host or
Yeah.
something. And then she like so her kids didn't nominate her, so she's like driving to LA to nominate herself sort
Right.
of as this holiday mom of the year or something.
And then we get silly hijinks at home where the dad says, "What am I talking about? I don't know how to do anything when your mom's not around."
We should
Yeah,
say
that was interesting.
a casting choice.
Yeah. And the kids are all like, "We don't know how to cook." And like, "Mom did everything." And I'm guessing in the end they appreciate her.
They say she's
Yeah.
an icon.
Do you
in the
think they
show.
like change
Yeah.
like US family leave policies so fathers can stay home and learn how to caretake and cook?
I think once this movie hits theaters, we'll finally have the political will.
Do you know what? I still kind of hate subscribe to Parent Data, Emily Oster's email, though I refuse to pay.
She's a
So-
complex figure.
She's complex,
Yeah.
but I did see a statistic on there this morning that the average number of days that dads take off when a baby is born in America, average. So this means some are more and some are less. If you forget, you haven't been in school in a while. What do you think? What do you guess?
Average number of days.
Yes.
When a
I mean, I'm already giving you a clue by using days as the unit of
4.
measurement.
I'm gonna go 4.
I'm going to say 3.
Okay, guys, you're supposed to say something like
12.
Thank you. No, it's 3. It's 3. Okay, so that's the context of
Scroll for
Dennis
2
Leary
lines,
not
right.
knowing how to do Christmas.
What
What were your feelings when you watched this trailer?
Yeah, Megan needs to.
Other than that, Michelle,
I mean, I noticed that like
I
it
got a
was-
lot of work done.
she showed that she was having a mental breakdown by like going on TV without makeup on or something.
Yeah, that's how you
Her
know
hair
a
was
woman's
down.
losing
Yeah,
her mind.
hair was down and not straightened or whatever.
Yeah.
But then like they had to show her made up in the next scene to be like, don't worry, she's
okay.
Well, you don't want people to
Wild.
leave the theater.
Yeah.
also her southern accent was notable.
I'm really hoping that she has an interesting character arc, but I don't know why I'm hoping that.
Like she's gonna like fuck somebody on the show.
I don't know. I don't even know what would
Leave
make
her
it.
family.
Like maybe she and Eva Longoria get together.
Yeah, in the end, she
Yeah.
gets together with Oprah and she leaves her family.
There we go. I don't know. I don't know what I want for her, but
There's a Paula Bomer book called 9 Months, which is very pre-Miranda July. But she just, like, is pregnant with a third kid she doesn't want, and then she goes on a road trip and, like, leaves her family and throws her car seat in the trash on, like, at, like, a rest stop.
Interesting.
With the baby in it?
No baby. She leaves the baby.
Baby. Oh, nice.
This is just a book recommendation.
Oh, I'm into it.
It sounds like Where'd You Go, Bernadette, but like more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but not as plotty.
Do you ever brush this cat's hair?
I don't know. No.
Okay, you know what? I'm not going to blame.
Wow.
I'm not going to blame women for having
What if it's Miranda's husband?
I should. Thank you. I should ask David. Or you know what? We could give this task to your older son.
You know,
Boys should be brushing the cat's hair.
I've been taking care of this cat for 15 years.
You know what would solve the male loneliness epidemic?
Ah, it's true. Did you read
You
that?
heard it here first.
We solved it, guys. I mean,
I'm allergic to cats.
You are?
Yeah, it's okay. It's
Oh, this cat has so many allergens on her.
no, she's
It's
actually
like,
pretty good. It was our other cat, Bill, who would
his
really
hair.
good. But Buttercup's
R.I.P.
not very, R.I.P.
I felt like this was like Poor Man's Family Stone, that movie.
The Michelle
Oh,
Pfeiffer one?
yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
you know,
I mean, secret
after
tone.
speaking of Family Stone, after Diane Keaton died, of the many things I read about how people felt about her dying was that this was going to be a particularly hard year to watch Family Stone.
True.
Thanks a lot, Diane Keaton, for ruining Christmas.
It's just like a weird take. I don't know. Just like
I got
she
so
doesn't
mad.
owe it to you. She doesn't have to be alive so that you can enjoy Family
How
Stone.
dare you die? She's so.
I bet a man wrote that.
How old was she? I really took offense to everyone being like, I can't believe she died so young. Like, I cannot.
What?
I
She was
thought
in her 70s.
She was 79. She's the same age as my mom, and so it does feel young, but I think that she was older. I mean,
What?
yeah, she had
Like,
lived a
that's
long
when
and
people
rich
die.
life.
Yeah, what are we asking of human bodies and brains? Like, come on.
I do think there's like an expectation that, like, you know,
People live forever.
yeah, and if you're like rich and famous, like you can somehow buy, like, you get to
New
live to be
blood.
100
You go to France and you get
Mortality.
that
Yeah.
new blood.
I want Bernie to do that
to get new blood and live forever.
and run for president.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's going to be a long few years. We'll see what happens. Okay, so where are we landing? Where are we landing
Speaking
on
of Mensch
Elf on a Shelf?
Where do we land? I don't think we have to land. That's why we have this podcast, so we don't have to land.
We don't land anywhere. And that you heard it here.
Yeah.
The podcast where nobody agrees to anything.
You hate opinions.
You don't. Yeah,
This
no one
is
should
the
feel
podcast
bad.
for you. Yeah.
No. You love opinions, but you don't like verdicts.
There you go.
Okay. All right. So if
Opinions that
if
are
you
constantly
are
changing.
so if you are out there elfin and shelfin or mention and benching,
Good for
just keep at it.
if you like it.
If you like it, maybe take a moment.
Yeah.
Take a moment. Check in with yourself.
Eldest child or your.
Exactly. See, can a man do this?
You know, there's like a witchy ritual.
And otherwise, don't worry about it.
that we do is like you light a candle and you stare in the flame until your vision goes blurry, and then you like kind of can go into a meditative state. You could do that.
What?
You
Elf on the Shelf.
You could do that with your elf. You know,
Just stare at
before
it.
you set it out for the year. Maybe you sit in your attic or wherever you keep it, and you kind of like stare at it till your vision goes blurry, and that could be your opportunity to check in with yourself about like, do I want to do it this year?
And it could also be your opportunity for anyone who walks by to check you in to an institution.
You're in your attic. No one can see you.
Just go look at the stars.
Well, now we know a lot about Miranda Rake's holiday rituals, and we wish you all the delightful solstice.
Yes. Happy holidays to all.
Thanks, Meaghan.
Good night.
Thanks, Meaghan, for joining whatever this was.
The Mother of It All is produced by Opus Knox Media with music from It's Electric. If you liked this episode, why not send it to a friend right now? Go on, we'll wait. You can follow us on Substack at themotherofitall.substack.com, where subscribing will get you episodes and bonus posts in your inbox and connect you with the Mother of It All listener community. Plus, become a paid subscriber and get a hot off the presses Mother of It All canvas tote. We're also on Instagram at The Mother of It All, and you can email us anytime with ideas or feedback at motherculturepod@gmail.com.